Go ahead, start it, Mike.
Episode 4, Homies to Smoke With.
Welcome everyone to season 3, but episode 4, that's what I meant, of the Juggalo Rewind podcast, where we dig deep into your Juggalo brain and pull out all the old memories. Specifically 2003 right now.
Or implant our memories into your young brain. That sounds not appropriate.
That's Chris implanting things into young things, and my name is Peter, and I'm just here for a good old time. We are
Here
going
to smoke with my homies.
Yeah, sounds like you're already.
No, I didn't. I should. Maybe for the wrap up or the watch along. That's when we'll smoke.
This is gonna go horribly wrong.
Oh baby.
As you may or may not know, we go through Juggalo albums, one song at a time, pulling our stories from our past, whether it's from going to shows or just being Juggalo historians, as the case may be, as we call ourselves.
Yes.
Or just living in the Metro Detroit area and picking up different shit from different people. We're here to share your stories and give you ours. This is what we do.
Our expertise.
Yes.
Our Juggalo expertise for 30 years of knowledge right here.
That's true.
Spewing out to you. So don't question anything we say. Or if you do, call the hotline.
Yeah, you can question us. It's okay. That's part of the fun. Like we said, we are going through Wizard of the Hood, Violent J's solo CD.
EP.
His first solo EP,
Yeah.
as you like to call it. Season 1, we went through Most Tasteless. Season 2, we went through Tales from the Lotus Pod. So 3 seasons of giving notes on a, debut album.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. They've all been debuts.
If you want to follow us on any social media, you can find us at Juggalo RWD. You can also listen to us on Spotify, Apple, Google Play. I think I change that every time. I never know what the Google one is called. Anywhere anywhere.
No, what have you been drinking?
Anywhere you want to listen to podcasts, just look for Juggalo Rewind or Juggalo RWD. You can also find us on YouTube, which we have a fun little game that we always play when we discuss YouTube. It's more of just Barry and Chris.
Hey, yours are on there too.
I delete mine, and mine are all part of the company character, if you will. So, like we said, you can listen to us on YouTube, and I don't think we have any kind of playlist or anything, right?
There's a playlist for each season, but yeah, nothing outside of this. Maybe some original content down the road here. We have ideas, but have yet to get there.
So, when I look in my history for the Juggalo RWD YouTube, I can tell when Chris is looking at something at home or at work because it's just random. So I have on here Violent J and Zug Island doing the Pearl Jam cover. I have Wizard of the Hood live at Gathering 2017.
I watched that. That was mine too.
ECU football intros.
It's that time of the year. They're funny. They're like bad CGI.
Dan Campbell cuts awesome promo at Lions training camp.
Yeah. Did you watch that? He's
I
fired
did
up.
not. Wizard of the Hood, Wizard of Del Rey, 80s rock ballad, Here's the Wiz, Juggalo wrestling. 3 videos on mountain lion safety tips.
Well, we stayed from vacation. One morning we got up and there were some big heavy paw prints. So we were comparing them, and they looked to be mountain lion paw prints.
Mountain lion.
They were the same shape, and the claws were huge, like you could tell, engraved into the sand. There were some big prints, so we're looking up mountain lion videos.
You sure it just wasn't Lloyd?
They're way bigger than Lloyd's paw prints.
Shockumentary, Gathering, Amber's live stream.
That's yours, you son of a bitch. That's your weird shit.
Kurt Angle. Dog Meats. Joel Klatt talks Michigan football. South Park. Transgender athletic strong woman. Esham slug from a 45. Black Panther. Paper airplane competition from The Office.
That was you, probably.
Then it's stuff that we actually talked about. Pink official video.
I think my mom sent me that.
It also could be. Do you ever like flip through something and just because it like flips on, it goes into
playing,
your
yeah.
into your history when you're like, I didn't really watch that.
Yeah.
I was just like, sad and terrifying. Joe Biden twice tries to shake the hand of somebody. So, how to bake a whole fillet of steelhead trout.
You know, I like cooking fish. I gotta see.
So,
I play a whole steelhead trout.
so that's the past couple weeks of our YouTube history.
I like this new segment.
So you at home can't see those. I mean, you can search them if you want to, but that's what I see when I try to get work done for the podcast, and Chris is looking up fucking mountain lions and Joe Biden trying to shake people's hands.
Shake ghost hands. We need a little jingle for that segment when it pops up.
I'll work on that. We have a little bit of time. If you want to correct us or tell us that we're fucking dumb, or if you want to give us any kind of props, you can either email us at juggalorwt, I'm just popping myself right now, at gmail.com, or you can call us 810-666-1570. I actually changed the little jingle. Yeah. I should do that more often, but I always forgot.
I know I want to do some stuff, and then I didn't know how to do it. I didn't text you. I didn't look it up, so I just moved along.
Well, that's how things go in our world. I think that's it for us. You have anything going on? Anything you want to talk about? Wrap up from last time? Talk about anything that we just mentioned in your YouTube?
Dan Campbell, man. He's fired up. Got me fired up for the Lion season.
By the time this drops, football season is almost starting, right? I think the preseason is just about over.
Yeah, and then
NFL season starts usually Labor Day weekend, right?
no, NFL's the week after college Labor Day, but we get week 0 this Saturday, folks. If you're at home, 12:07, I think it is kickoff. We got Scott Frost, the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
I fucking hate Scott Frost.
Versus Pat Fitzgerald and the Northwestern Wildcats in Dublin, Ireland. As my Twitter follower, I follow, a big fan of him. Sicko Committee. This is a Sicko Committee game of the week, if there ever was one. Dublin, Ireland.
Right off the bat.
Nebraska and Northwestern. I cannot wait.
That's officially a Big Ten game?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Maybe it doesn't count since it's off land.
Off land?
It's
What,
not
playing
played in the continental United States.
playing on a boat? Oh, well, for those who are not familiar, we're about to get into that season where either A, Chris is talking all about football, or B, we don't have episodes because Chris is...
And we hit the mark last season during football.
I don't know how we did it.
I don't know. We were dedicated. And Michigan was winning, so I was happy.
All right. We'll see how this season goes. Well,
Hey, if you know what a mountain lion footprint looks like, I'll post what I seen. You let me know if it is or not.
Did you take pictures of it?
I did, yeah.
Did you put like your hand up to it as a
No,
reference?
I should have, yeah. I guess there's no frame of reference how big it is.
It's fucking stupid. What's the point of it? It could be just a cat paw print.
No, it was a cat, a big cat.
It was Ernie Ladd? We're talking way too much wrestling and football already.
Yeah, we got a lot to get to. We need to move along here.
Yeah, sorry. So like we said, we're talking Homies to Smoke With, which is the 4th track on Wizard of the Hood. Violent J's epic album of 03.
The epic journey of one man from a crack house to a pimp wizard.
Did you just make that up? Or
Yeah.
did you find that
No,
somewhere?
that was my synopsis.
One man story of jacking off to blowjob stories.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if you listened to episode 0, but spoiler alert: if you haven't heard this song yet, he meets a scarecrow, and the last 2 times he met a scarecrow, they're trading off blowjob stories, and then they're cussing and holding their dicks. So we were speculating. Just a lot.
I was going to say that's a segment last week that we waited until the very end, but that's fine. That's pretty much all. That's all we need, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it went from
So we'll see how horny this scarecrow is.
the horny crow. Okay.
By the way, we're almost halfway done with this season.
Oh my god, it's only the 4th episode.
Well, not the season itself, but the main album. As we said, the bonuses don't count to the story. But the story itself, almost halfway there.
We're flying through. We mentioned this is the 4th track. Producer, as always, Mike P. and
With some help from Violent J.
Big Joe Bruce.
Of the Lotus Lord.
Lotus knew you were going to say that. This is the first episode where we have a new voice, but we'll wait until he pops up to talk about that. Got a couple notes here. The reference, I think we wait until it happens. The sample, I know that this is one of your favorites. You want to, since you know where it was in the movie and such.
We're right back to the Wiz himself. The Wiz himself. The movie The Wiz.
I was about to say, is Quincy Jones the Wiz?
No, Richard Pryor's The Wiz if you haven't watched it.
I didn't know that.
Oh, right. Sorry. Spoiler alert. This is right off the bat. After the main titles roll through the screen, the main sample to this beat is from Overture Part 2 from Quincy Jones on The Wiz. And that's right at the beginning. Thanksgiving or Christmas, but it's snowing. It starts snowing out there.
So is The Wiz a Christmas movie?
It's a Thanksgiving movie, I believe. I think it's both, but I think people watch it more on Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. But there's like a big family dinner going on, and that's a big snowstorm arrives, and that's how she gets transported. But I think during that scene where they're scanning on the street going up to the house where the dinner is, that's where the all like mellow comes in. You'll hear it here.
Right here.
Right here. So yeah, that's that. But that's not the only Wiz
reference
in here. Not a sample. I don't know what you'd call this.
I just called it the cadence.
Yeah,
right?
The cadence of the hook that Monoxide sings is
Spoiler alert.
You should have wait till he gets there. The Scarecrow, beep that out. They don't know what I said. The Scarecrow, his cadence is the exact same as Diana Ross. The very end of The Wiz, and she wants to go back home, and she sings the song Home, which is a banger song, but she sings the hook probably a little better than Monoxide sings his hook. But
I don't know. Have you heard him lately? He bellows out the
When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home, I wish I was back there with the things I've been knowing.
Well, in 2003, he was no Diana Ross, but I still dig it. But here is Diana Ross singing Home. Casey Kasem.
Yeah, what are we doing? What is your problem?
I'm excited.
All right, so that's the tale of the tape. Did I say that the track was 3 minutes and 52 seconds? I don't think I did.
No. So far, everything's been under 2 minutes, right?
I said no.
Under 4 minutes.
Yes. We went. This is the longest so far.
Yeah. But looking back on the Lotus season, man, getting under 4 minutes, that's something.
Yeah, no, this even for most tasteless, that's a feat. So, as we will see, that gets cut short a little bit. It's not exactly 3:52 of
never is.
No, never is.
One thing we learned in the Juggalo world. They love a long meandering outro.
Meandering outro. Intro pretty quick. It's just the whistling and the beat, which fucking awesome, right?
Yeah.
I mean, let's get that right off the bat, that this is a banger beat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's, as you mentioned, it's stolen, but...
Oh, it's heavily sampled, but they may have to make it your own, as DDP says. They made their own. Same thing with last week. They cut it up in parts to fit.
Can we get a clip of him saying that? That's at the beginning of every...
He says in every workout at some point. I'll pull it when I'm doing it this week. Make it your own.
That's great. Doesn't matter. You need to take a break? You need to hold on to the chair? Take a knee? Make it your own.
Maybe you got one of those push-ups. Maybe you got all 5. Maybe you need to work on it. I love when he says that.
Maybe you're a piece of shit.
He's a very uplifting man.
Yeah.
There's the one. I'm talking about DDP all of a sudden here. There's the one where at the very end, you do the one where you grab your leg, hold it out straight, and he's like, this by far is the most challenging thing you can do. So the first thing you do, get the word can't out of your brain. You get can't out of your brain. He's like, you could do anything. Repetition's the mother of learning, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I can do anything. DDP, you got me all fired up.
I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that if you cut off my leg.
I could do it. You want me to do it right now?
Yeah, do it. You can go out there and do it.
Oh, okay.
All right, Chris is going to fall over. He's grabbing his foot. He's stretching it out. That's better than I can do.
Oh, that's stiff. That wasn't, you do it at the end when your body's stretched out. And it all stiff.
Sorry, I couldn't do that at all. My leg does not bend that way.
Whew. Out of breath.
You okay? You need to go get a drink? Or a drink of water? Where were we? Oh, yeah,
the intro. Back to what we said last week, though, the outro, very good transition. The same thing, loops out and into this.
Straight, smooth in. Not when I'm listening at home on my Google whatever, the Alexa or whatever the fuck. I get hiccups in between songs. That's so annoying. Yeah. But otherwise, pretty seamless, pretty smooth. So Violent J is whistling, and then he just talks to himself. Here I go. Just stick to this road, huh? And on we go. He's just talking to himself here, which is fun.
In my mind, he's talking to the Munchkins still. Like they're in the kind of the background.
Stick to this road, yeah.
He's looking over his shoulder, and they're like, yeah, keep going that way. They're waving him on. Like
when someone asks you where to go in downtown, you're like, where do I park? Just go down there and hang a left.
It's in Goodfellas, where Karen's going to look at the
this doesn't
coats.
Take long.
It's in here was like, that's down there. Around. Yeah, go in there. And she's like, no, I gotta go. And he's trying to get her, and she looks in, and there's, the guy's unloading shit in the dark. In there. Oh, in there.
Yeah, now we have the Goodfellas references to try to find. So the whole first verse, he's talking to himself, which is funny because this whole CD is him talking to himself. Kind of funny. It's just, maybe that's what rap is.
Oh, look at you. It's getting deep.
Well, I mean, usually you think you're talking to someone,
right,
like to your audience, but is he recalling the story or is he talking to himself? I think it goes back and forth.
Yeah, it kind of goes back and forth.
Ooh, even in this, he's going back and forth because some of it he's definitely talking about what he's seeing and what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But then some of it, like the first, right off the bat, fuck it, I thought I'm sold. I strolled on down the road. Yeah, maybe he's not talking to himself. Maybe he's recalling the story.
Telling the story?
Yeah, sorry. Scratch all that. He's strolling on down the road in Seawalk mode to the wizard, I'm told.
Yeah, I imagine everyone knows that, right?
I don't think so.
Crip walking?
I put it in my notes.
Most notable from Dub C, West Side Connection. He would cut it up on the Crip walk.
It's the second reference this season of West Side Connection.
Yeah. Try to get every episode. Then we could do Terrorist. That's their second album, right?
You've lost me.
We could just do West Side Connection though, season 4. Let's do it.
So the Crip Walk is, if anyone doesn't know, it's just a dance that I actually looked it up. I looked up the history of it. Yeah. It is way earlier than I thought it was. But yeah, I think the most uncool version of explaining it is that you're...
It's two white guys here.
Yes, is that you're spelling out the word crip while you're dancing, right?
Oh, I did not know that's how it originated.
I thought it was. And then people either did that to show at a party, what side they were associated with.
No, you're right. The dance involves moving one's feet classically to spelling CRIP.
Did you not know? How did I know that and you didn't?
I just thought it was just
a crazy ass dance.
It just started the Crips doing it or something. It's just a cool looking dance because it's cool looking. Started in 1970s by Crip member Robert Sugar Bear Jackson. And has since spread worldwide.
Worldwide?
That's what the Wikipedia entry says.
I don't know about worldwide.
Hey, Snoop Dogg did it at the Super Bowl halftime show. So
That is crazy. He's like, oh, you're not going to let me... What was the story? They wouldn't let him, like, wear bandanas.
So he made his whole outfit
A bandana, and then he fucking crip walked.
Do you remember the video before he came up? You know, the little like tunnel that lifts you up, and he's sitting there like waiting to go up, and he just lights a joint. He's just ripping it down there before he lifts up in front of like millions of people on TV.
It was a different time.
What a happening! That was a great show. Anyways, you see Violent J crip walking though? I definitely can't see him
No.
pulling the sea walk down the stage.
I don't remember if he did.
He doesn't bust it out now on the. I think he does a Michael Jackson maybe. That's his move.
And he wouldn't have enough time anyway. He's right into getting lost is what he does real quick. But hold up. This road is fucked with twists and turns. I'm having no luck as my vanilla blunt burns.
Well, maybe that's the problem.
That's
maybe
high?
Maybe the bright gold brick alleyway would probably be easy to follow. But
that's what I keep thinking. Like, how they always keep getting lost is beyond me. It's a fucking...
Because they're high... every song they're smoking a blunt at that. That's a big boy.
I want to know how long the walk takes.
Yeah.
Because, could you... Yeah, I don't know.
We should... You know what we should do? End the season with?
Is recreate this physically?
We'll do it at Halloween when everyone's in town. We'll do a Yellow Brick Alleyway 5K. And everyone dresses up like characters from all three songs, the two songs on the album.
They did a 5K at the Gathering this year.
Did
they? Yeah, the Christmas, the girl that we talked... Were you following that?
Oh, yeah, I seen her
She
message.
won.
Oh, really?
Yeah, congratulations.
Well, if she comes to Halloween, she's going to be the front runner then for the Yellow Brick Alleyway 5K through Delray, baby.
The Yellow Brick Alley K? Alley... We got to get
This is going to be ridiculous.
Hosted by?
Juggalo Rewind?
I was going to say Allison K. You got everything.
Got nothing to do with this.
She's a juggalo. It rhymes.
She's not a juggalo.
Just trying to think of things that rhyme with, I bet she listened to ICP when she was in high school.
I guess she's from around here.
So where are we? Oh yeah, you're 5K.
Yeah. So how do we probably need a permit for that, right?
Probably.
Not through Delray. It ends at, we'll do it through Clark Park. We'll just do it in a circle over and over again until we have 5K, and then we'll end at Dooley's. Just crush a bunch of conies.
Can we do it like Dave and Chuck the Freak do like the 0.5K? Like we don't need to do a full 5K.
True,
right?
yeah. We'll just march through the streets so the cops yell at us.
That won't take long. All right, everyone.
Stay tuned.
We're going to Clark Park this year. We'll bring your silver spray paint.
Imagine everyone in Southwest seeing us dressed like fucking Wizard of Oz characters walking through Delray.
Not a bad idea. And on the bridge.
And on the bridge.
All right. Well, that's something.
Stay tuned. We got a couple months here.
Then everyone's got to have their vanilla blunts.
It's legal here. I don't know if you can walk around the streets with them, but...
Yeah, Clark Park, it's lawless, right?
That's true, yeah.
No wonder he's all fucked up. Like, he can't find the road. He's seeing trees with faces and bushes that walk. But as far as he can see, nobody drawn in chalk.
It's a funny little line.
Reference to his shitty little neighborhood. The sky's bright pink. I'm sorry, the sky's bright green. Sometimes it's kind of pink. So he's going to twist it on a blunt, sit down and think.
I don't know. That's probably not the best idea if that's what you're seeing already out there.
Yeah, man, I'm lost as fuck. I should probably just smoke more.
I'm lost and there's bushes walking around looking at me.
Bushes.
Let me get even higher.
I don't know if they fixed it on Genius, but I took this as him to say, how the fuck, what the fuck, who the fuck, when.
Yeah, that's what it says. That's what I always heard.
Yeah, originally it said how to fuck.
How to fuck.
What to fuck, who to fuck, and when. And I'm like, I don't think that's what he says. So
It'd be funny if that's what it was.
We mention it all the time. We should just put this, that's not a bad idea. We should put this in the liner notes of each episode, like Genius annotation at.
Oh, yeah.
How have I not done that? Taking us 50 episodes to figure that out.
We're always evolving and learning.
We are.
Just like Jay, as the story unfolds.
What the fuck I'm doing here, I would have figured depends. So that doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm reading it wrong.
I always thought it said I would have figured the pen. Like, I would have figured I'd been locked up.
He would have fingered the what?
I thought he always said, "What am I doing here?" I would have figured the pen. Like I would have figured I'd have been in jail.
I'ma twist another blunt here, sit down and think. How the fuck, what the fuck, who the fucking win? What the fuck I'm doing here, I would've figured depends. Then again, I gotta get the fuck home before long, cause the first of the month is coming on. I'm gone.
You know, sell my crack rocks.
Maybe.
That's what I always thought he said. But yeah, the annotations, or the genius says, I would have figured depend. Then again.
Yeah, maybe we should fix that. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
good job.
I think it says I would have figured the pen.
And again, I gotta get the fuck home before long, because the first of the month is coming on.
I'm going.
So he needs to get home for that with that SSI check.
Yeah, that's when everyone's buying their crack rocks off. When that check clears.
That's funny. I was thinking he needed the money, but you're saying that people are going to get the money to come to him.
Like Bone Thugs. Aren't they selling it on the first of the month? It's
Maybe.
The first of the month.
I mean, I know the song. But that's funny that I don't know like the lyrics to it. I mean,
that's all I remember. I was just listening to that album like a month ago.
Let me spark my shit right quick. I'm out of here. He's out of here. So he sat down. Now he's up, getting ready, up and moving. Are you looking up first of the month?
Yeah.
But never no shows and no losses. Don't make you beat these niggas up off me. See, get us up a whole block. Spin a couple beers, thug. Smoke a lot of weed on the fur.
It sounds like they're buying in their song.
So they got their money?
Yeah, I'm going to run and go get my stamps. Watch me make sure those. Yeah, so they're buying. So maybe Jay is also waiting for his. But he's the one selling. So I took it that he was waiting for everyone else.
That's true. I'm good with either one. That's fine. So as he's ready to spark his shit right quick,
yeah,
we hear a voice from the Scarecrow, played by the Monoxide child of Twisted.
Yes.
I'm out of here.
Yo, homie, let me get a hit of that blunt.
Yo, homie, let me get a hit of that blunt. First new voice of the CD, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
I don't think anyone else has been on there.
4 songs in, huh? Well, 3 technically.
Yeah.
Count the intro.
Even the samples in the intro, it was him with Blam.
Yeah, and then the guitar riff.
It was just a
no
guitar.
voices.
Yeah, interesting. So Monoxide says, hey, let me get a hit of that blunt. Violent J very happily says, fuck yeah. Wait a minute. Who said that? Then he looks around and he heard someone singing over there. So then Monoxide starts to sing like he's Diana Ross.
Basically the same thing.
He went,
I don't need a brain, don't need anything. I just want somebody to smoke with.
who said that? Who said that?
Stuck up on this thing with no fucking games. I just want somebody to smoke with.
Him, Diana Ross, or in The Wiz, the Scarecrow is played by Michael Jackson. I would imagine Monoxide right behind Michael Jackson when it comes to singing.
Probably 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
Reference right off the bat that the Scarecrow didn't have a brain.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I don't need a brain. Don't need anything. I just want somebody to smoke with. Who said that? Who said that?
You like that? Who said that? Who said that?
Stuck up on this. Nope. Here's one for you.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know who to ask. Stuck up on this thing with no what?
Fucking gange? Like, I thought it was like ganja. Like,
But it's like a weird play on.
fucking gange.
Yeah, but on. That's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
figure. Because they say it a bunch. But it's not clear to me what he's trying to say.
Yeah, that's what I always thought he was saying. Ganj, though, is stuck up on this thing. There's like morphing it. Because in the annotation it says with no fucking gains.
Yeah.
Like he's working out, getting gains, bro. That's all I think of when I hear that.
And he says that it's either in this song. If I've been talking to the microphone, sometimes I have a problem with that. They do it in the next hook, too. Now that we're skipping ahead. Man, it ain't no thing. We can smoke the gains. God. What are you trying to say, Jay?
See, if maybe we're not hip in the weed
Do I need to
culture.
Do I need to do it?
I'm seeing if gains is the word for weed.
If I need to,
Phone a friend.
yeah, I think I got one on tap. If we need to, it's a little late, but I can do it.
The only thing I got is smoking weed every day bad for muscle gain.
All right, I'm gonna do it. You ready?
Sure.
I'll use my phone a friend.
Who do you want to call? Got an astronomy buff there?
No, I have a friend, though.
Okay.
I haven't called this person in fucking 10 years.
They're gonna be like, what the hell? Are you in jail? Same thing I thought
Well,
last time.
no, I just meant like physically calling someone.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna be like, why are you calling Sunday night at 11?
I am going to call good friend and listener Kevin.
Okay.
I think that his wife is took his son on vacation. I think he's got a bachelor weekend at home.
Maybe he's at home smoking on Gaines.
It's possible. We're gonna let this go. He's gonna be like, "Why are you calling?" Like,
The bit all season's gonna be no one's ever gonna answer.
I hope so. Probably waking up his entire family right now.
They're actually all home.
This is great. I love this bit. We just wake up all of our friends every time that we call someone. All right. Well, no, he's not picking it up. All right. Well, then never mind. Sorry, Kevin. Sorry for waking up your entire family. He's probably watching SummerSlam 95 right now. Like, what the fuck? All right. Now that I've lost my place in my notebook, he just wants somebody to smoke with.
Yeah.
So, who said that? Well, I said that. So he doesn't have a lot to say there. He just does the hook, and then Jay goes right back into his part. Look at this shit. I'm talking to a scarecrow stuck on a stick.
Asking me for a hit.
Right quick. So, yeah, obviously he's walking down the yellow brick alleyway, comes by a scarecrow. Everyone knows what a fucking scarecrow is, right?
Yeah, I know.
I hate to ask these questions, but, like, it's just a big stuffed man on a stick in a field to scare away the bird.
Look how sexist you are. It's gotta be a man.
You're such an asshole. I don't know where to go from there. I don't know. I'm done.
Well, we need a little ding for whenever Violent J has a drug reference. Or a drug reference. A weed reference.
Ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
Whenever
ding,
there's
ding.
weed slang, because we got one right here. Shit, all I got is Bobby Brown. I can't front. But the Wizards got all you want.
So, are we insinuating, or this should be another question, if Kevin calls us back, we'll ask him this too. Is that his slang for dirt weed?
Yeah, that's a known thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought everyone had their own.
I think there's a bunch of different ones, but this is even on, I pulled up now, Urban Dictionary has it. Bobby Brown. Shitty, regular swag weed, usually of a dry brown color, hence Bobby Brown.
Why Bobby Brown?
Because his name is Bobby Brown.
But I mean, there's a million people named Brown.
He's a singer? I don't know.
Goddamn, pal. Do you remember, and see, now we're digging in, one of them doesn't listen anymore. I don't think it was the dirt weed. I think it was their good weed. Do you remember what Steve and Rex used to call theirs?
The good one back in the day, what they named it? No.
I think it was the Terry Funk.
Oh.
That's what I remember. I could be...
I feel like I do remember that now that you say it.
But I don't think it was their dirt. I don't know if they had a name.
No, their good one would be Funk for sure, right?
I thought so.
Now their dirt weed's just trash. They throw it away.
This is talking about definitely a different time, right?
Yeah.
Is there even such thing as dirt weed anymore?
I wish. That's what I want.
Because, I mean, everyone's just going to the store and getting their
Yeah.
fucking shit from professionals.
Yeah, and in Michigan, I've just read this. They have one of the most strong, like, powerful strain, like, over, top to bottom. Michigan's one of the stronger states when it comes to the potency.
Go blue.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, I don't want any of that. I need some grown in, like, Uncle Terry's backyard. I want weed that, like, lasts for 20 minutes while I'm watching a movie and that's it. I don't want to be seeing bushes with eyes and stuff.
And you want to be talking to scarecrows stuck on a stick?
Yeah, no, I want some Bobby Brown.
You can smoke off his tundra.
Is that a real one? I mean, I would imagine, right? Tundra?
They say it's the thunder. He could have King Kong smoked under the Wonder.
Sorry.
That's okay. I love... This is going to be a theme throughout the CD. I'm going there right now and getting me some. Plus, the Wizard's going to get my ass home. He's going to the Wizard to get weed? Look, where did that come from?
Yeah, he was just trying to get home at first.
Yeah, now he's like, fuck, I guess he's got everything. And fucking Monoxide follows along. Like, oh, okay, I'll just come with you.
All this from the very beginning. The Munchkins sent these guys along.
Everyone believes everybody. It's fucking... They're like the Sting of fucking the psychopathic. Like, everyone just believes everyone. So gullible.
Fantasy-ass fantasy land.
Were you looking up fucking Under the Tundra?
I did Tundra, but then there was a weed company called Tundra, and they're just too, like, I didn't see a slang instantly, so
yeah,
I'm like...
it's all over. That's fine.
But I'd like to say, Jay here, last season, we had Jay who, as an MC... Not very well, you know. his flow last season in Tales from Lowe's Pod,
not his best.
No, not high on the list. But this album and this verse right here, Jay's hidden. Like, this is some of the best Jay rapping I feel like I hear.
Like his like wordplay and rhyming
smoking
and
the tundra.
stuff.
Say it's the thunder. He'd have King Kong smoked under the wonder. Yeah, I think he does well in this album.
All right.
What say you?
That's not for me to say.
That's what you're here for.
No, I just give the facts. I don't give opinions. Monoxide. Now, he has a full verse here, which we'll call out right now. Do we think that they wrote their own stuff, or does Jay write...
All of theirs?
Yeah.
I think...
Some of it I can hear, or I can feel Jay wrote. I don't think this he did.
Both Twisted members, as we move ahead too, feel like Monoxide and Madrox. I think Blaze Jay wrote, because Jay's... wrote some of his songs, right, back in the day?
I think everyone insinuates that Blaze has everything written for him.
I think he has everything, but I don't
know if that's true.
I think he gets some songs for sure. I think we'll get to that when we get to it, but I feel like that doesn't sound like... It sounds like Jay's voice more than... This one sounds like Monoxide's voice.
Right. I agree. It would be the shit, big homie, if I could walk with you and talk with you. Get up on a fat bag or two. Interesting, he calls him Big Homie twice.
Yeah.
On this, so
he wrote this before Jay lost all that weight when the 6 came out.
He can still be the Big Homie. He doesn't have to be large.
As long as he's not the dead homie.
Lots of homies. That's spoiler alert for the end of this song. Because he's been hanging on this pole for too long and smoking on homegrown. His headache is full blown. Is he saying that he has a headache from his homegrown?
Yeah, his shitty... No, isn't that the thing? You get headaches for like smoking all the stems and seeds, right?
Or is he saying that he has headaches, so he needs...
he needs his medical card. Yeah. He's like full... He needs it for medication.
Literally
not for...
filling out the form for him.
The scarecrow filling out the form.
We are way past that, but we know someone who, when the medical cards were first coming up, and he told me, yeah, I'm getting my card. I'm like, oh. He's like, yeah, I have headaches. Yeah. Okay. He's like, real bad. I'm like, okay, you don't have to explain to me. Like, you don't have to fake it to me. Fake it to the doctor that you're faking it to.
I remember my one buddy went to get his. Jeremy can get his.
Now we're just dropping names, dropping government names.
Dude, just the first name, not the last. He's like, yeah. It was like this little strip mall doctor, and he's like in flip flops, and he's just like
Dr. Nick.
Yeah, he's just like,
hi everybody. Are you looking for a way to slash the cost of your medical expenses? I will perform any operation for $129.95. Come in for brain surgery and receive a free Chinese finger trap. Okay, Fred. You tried the best, now try the rest. Call 1-600-DOCTORB. The B is for bargain.
So your back and stuff. Oh yeah, no, definitely. You need this. You don't want any of those pills are done. He's like, I didn't even have to work. The guy was just like selling it to me.
It was last year. So my wife had real bad back problems, and she started going to the medical dispensaries. Yeah, those I'm sorry, those shitheads that work there act like they're real doctors, and like. I think she had to do a teleconference with a doctor, quote unquote. Yeah. And I'm like listening in, and it's like, no, he's some asshole. Like, yeah, he's probably wearing a white coat, thinking he's a doctor. But he's
like Mike Clark when he's on stage DJing.
But he's got like a Hawaiian shirt and fucking board shorts on. He's like, oh yeah, you need that. That's like, you are no doctor. I'm not saying that it doesn't help you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have medical purposes. Or even if it doesn't, you can't do it. But to make you run through this of like a quote-unquote doctor, so bad.
Well, that's just like lingering from like, that's how it first was legal. So he had like this phony system set up. And like I said, not everyone was using it for those reasons, but like the way the system was, it was very like
get into that's your way in.
You had to do it, but like anyone could if they wanted to just say something, and you're gonna get it.
I have headaches.
I think you get it cheaper with a card though. It's like a discount almost now.
And when you go into the real dispensary, there's 2 rooms, and you can't cross over because of the tax.
Oh.
Or it's cheaper.
Yeah, that makes sense because you'd have a tax on the. I think it's cheaper, but I thought you definitely have a tax on the recreational side.
Yeah, there was something that she wanted on the other side, but they literally had to like check her out, and you had to leave and come
separately.
Back in.
What a world!
They wouldn't let me in. They saw me coming a mile away.
Yeah, like you can't even step foot in the store, even though it's legal for everyone. You snitch.
I think I've told that story, right? I've been in 2 dispensaries, and both times there's like the record scratch, and just everyone staring at me like
just sense it on you.
So yeah.
You got plenty of secondhand context in your day. Folks we hung around with.
Yeah, it's still streaming through my blood. But it's just funny that I'm like, I don't belong here. Like I can feel that I don't belong here. When I went with her, they didn't make me feel weird. It was fine. Everyone was cool. The first time I went, literally the guy was like, "Sir, like you shouldn't be here."
You're the tax man.
Yeah, it was bad. All right. No, I think we've told that. We don't need to divulge into that anymore. He's been hanging on the pole, fucking smoking his homegrown. I ain't the smartest scarecrow in a hat. It's random.
Yeah.
But I always think this is funny, but if you lift that little latch and I go crashing into a pumpkin patch.
Well, I mean, in Twisted, they're known for their scary, spooky Halloween vibe, so.
Oh, yeah, it's cool that there's a pumpkin patch. It's just funny that there's like a latch. I just picture like a fucking lever and it's just like, what?
Oh, that's, Back to the Wiz. That's how Michael Jackson gets taken off. I think he says, flip this latch and let me out. I'd have to go back and double check.
That's interesting.
But like she goes up and she like pulls something and he comes crashing down the same way. So I feel like this line is like
a reference to that?
Yeah, written to how Michael Jackson falls off his latch.
Goes crashing into a patch of little boys.
Hey now, allegedly.
Allegedly. Don't leave me hanging, big homie. Just pull the that's where it came from. Just pull the lever. Like you're on a fucking game show. He's like pulling the big, like press your lock.
Turn the crank.
That's different. So we can get walking the yellow alley together.
I like his whole flow at the end. I mean, his whole flow is sweet, I think, on this. But that last line, I like how he rides it.
And then it goes back into the hook that he sings, and then Jay kind of retorts, right? I don't need a brain, don't need anything.
I think Jay sings this part.
No, he sings the second part. So
and I'm with that.
Maybe yours is a little different. So Monoxide sings, I don't need a brain, don't need anything, I just want somebody to smoke with. Mm-hmm. And I'm with that. You know I'm with that.
Yeah.
But then Jay says, man, it ain't no thing.
Yeah, you're right. We can smoke the gangs.
But you got to put something on it.
And I'm with that, man, it ain't no thing. We can smoke the gangs, but you gotta put something on it. And I'm with that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's because I know when he says I'm with that, you know.
Yeah,
that's
so
why I got confused.
Reverse those two.
I know he responds to Jay.
So Jay isn't even very giving.
He's making him pay for it.
Yeah, what the fuck? Tightwad fuck. I helped set his ass free.
What?
He slipped off and his fucking leg ripped off. So funny. Which, that comes back in this song, and then next week or week after, it's referenced
They reference his leg. That's good.
This part, I don't know. I got a couple things here. Sorry. Okay. I don't mean to interrupt as we're going along. And he was like, I don't mind that shit, dog. It ain't nothing at all. Just a little bit of stuffing and straw, which is funny. So he says, hey, Paul, I mean, Scarecrow, yo.
Yeah.
We didn't reference it this way, but there's a lot of what they call in the business, like breaking the fourth wall.
Right.
So, like, it half does that and tells you that, like the wink and a nod of, like, hey, this is the joke of it.
Yeah.
But it also shows, much like the original Wizard of Oz, and I don't know about the Wiz, that his real life bleeds into this fantasy world.
Ain't nothing at all, just a little bit of stuff in that straw.
Hey Paul, I mean Scarecrow, yo.
Don't ask if I ever tried smoking myself, no.
He doesn't think he knows this person, but he does. So I think it's like a double nod to that, right?
Yeah, that's exactly how Wizard of Oz is, because all the characters were the
exact same people.
guys working on the farm with her. Like her family farm, it's like the dudes who are working on it.
Now I'm thinking could be way off topic. Isn't that the same in Beauty and the Beast? Or am I totally fucking that
I don't
up?
know. I haven't seen that in so long.
Like,
all those characters are like
the
real
cup,
people.
The cup and the candle.
Yeah.
Lumiere, if you will. Maybe I'm mixing up something else, but I thought that they had like human forms.
Don't they turn into humans? That's what it is, because they're all trapped in those bodies. Like the Beast is trapped. They're all trapped. That's what it is.
But it's not like they're
no,
referencing.
it's like she's a dream and she sees these people. No, I think
but
that's how that is.
they're literally turning to people.
Yeah.
Sorry. I
No.
apologize for jumping into
I understand.
Disney World. Thank you. This is the part that I think is kind of fucking stupid. Don't ask if I ever tried smoking myself. No. Then Jay says, I only thought, oh, okay, what the hey. That's now we're going back to, isn't that so childish to think?
You're going to smoke the hay?
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of a stupid line. You probably think it's sweet.
I mean, it's just a funny little gag. I didn't think it's
a little ha-ha.
Yeah, it's just a little funny because the hay. It looks like weed sometimes. Jay's very high at this point.
I mean, that is true. It's funny that Monoxide cuts him right off. He's like, did I ever try? He doesn't even say it. It's just funny that he already knows.
He gets this question asked all the time. Everyone just smokes weed, like fucking abundance in Oz, and they're like, man, remember that scarecrow we seen back that way? Let's go back and try to smoke that son of a bitch.
How is the scarecrow smoking when he's stuck on a pole? Are people bringing it to him?
They're just sticking up to his mouth and he takes a hit.
Maybe he is smoking himself, and that's the only thing he could reach.
That's why he's so quick to say, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not made of weed. Fucking stay off of
I'm
me.
not a weed man. Jay just starts devouring him. Nom, 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 nom.
I was about to say, if Jay of that era ran into like a donut man, it'd be fucking over. It's like Pizza the Hut.
Pizza
like,
the Hut.
You're delicious.
Not in that era. He's nice and healthy here. Slim trim, baby.
Donut man.
Candyland? Candyland.
We're getting way ahead of ourselves. Anyways, let's get you some real shit down the yellow brick alleyway. Again, ending the verse talking about the yellow brick alleyway.
Right.
Not in the song Yellow Brick Alleyway, but
it's the main, the artery that runs through the entire album.
It is. It literally is. It's just funny that they mention it more in the song than they do
in the actual song. No, they don't, because they sing "Get Your Ass on the Yellow" 22 times and it.
They do. Speaking of, did you have anything else on that verse, or are you? I don't want to interrupt you.
They just said breaking the fourth wall. You get a double break though. You get not just him calling out that he knows him. He's calling him by his government name.
Really?
Yeah,
His government name.
Which maybe makes it more realistic of a story, because he's like in a dream world and he's thinking of his real friend, not his gimmicked friend.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Good call. You said, okay. Sorry. I didn't know where to go with that.
Yum, 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 yum.
So when Violent J says, that's some real shit down the yellow brick alleyway, that is 2 minutes and 29 seconds. The song, if you don't recall, is 3:52.
A little outro here.
So a 2.5 minute song now turns into a 4 minute song, because 4 times, I think they sing together.
Yeah.
We don't need a brain, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
I think at one point it kind of drops out and it's just Jay.
So the first 4, I think, are either both or just Monoxide.
Yeah.
Then 4 times after that, Jay says it.
Don't need a brain, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
And I'm with that, and I'm with that.
We don't need a brain, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with.
And I'm with that, you know I'm with that.
You're right. Like it sounds like thicker.
Mm-hmm.
And then when for the first 4, and then the beat almost not slows down, but like thins out a little bit, and then Jay does it by himself.
And he sounds like very Sin-like. Like this is what Zug Island, like we say, the unreleased Zug Island, the version with Jay singing. Like his voice is very sinned out on that that line.
And in the middle of Jay's, is it in the middle of Jay's? Yeah, it's on the last 4. Where he says, we just want some homies to smoke with.
Yeah.
And Monoxide does a little annotation, if you will.
A little shout out to.
Yeah. But the song, Juggalo Homies.
Right.
From
Talk
the
about
riff.
my homies.
Need a break, don't need anything. We just need some homies to smoke with. Talk about my homies. We don't need a break, don't need anything.
Which is cool.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a cool little.
That's a real cool
throw in.
callback. So I'm very happy and pleased with that
Makes
one.
me happy inside.
Hanging till we old and gray like grandpa. Homies, homies. About the dogs of mine. Wow, motherfucking homies, homies.
For the minute and a fucking half
Together.
that they have of outro, worth listening to.
I don't think it both these, this and last week's, don't drag on too long, even though they are literally half the song. When I'm listening, like on my headphones, like the full album, like I don't like skip ahead. Like
No.
I'm not like, oh man, it's still going on. Like
They're even though they say it 8 times, I think it's slightly different enough to keep you entertained,
engaged.
You're right. I don't skip it.
And maybe it's because your brain's painting like the story. Like when I'm listening, I'm like visualizing them walking. So maybe that's why it's
I also feel like it's one whole track.
yeah.
So like I'm not skipping because I don't know what's next.
Yeah.
I'm not skipping ahead. It's all part of a continual song. So we're not saying it's like a skit that you skip by because it's so bad,
Yeah.
but it's funny that the song is 2.5 minutes long and then the outro is 1.5 minutes.
Right. Especially when you have a guest now, like a guest verse, and you're only in a 2-minute flow between the two of them.
And then after that, I have Come On, Let's Go.
Yeah.
And that's the story of the Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Violent J and Monoxide Child.
Just weed on this one. No cussing, holding dicks, trading blowjob stories this go around.
Yeah, that's true. This very, just get him off his...
Yeah.
In the other ones, they don't talk about getting him off the pole, right? He just like runs into him.
Yeah, let's see.
In the original, which is the Wizard of Del Rey, it goes so quick.
In the field, I saw a goddamn scarecrow. I ain't playing no games. Tell my ass where to go.
He had a Mossberg under his straw. Talking about all the bitches that sucked our dick.
Yeah, he doesn't say he has to like get him off the pole.
Yeah, he just finds him in a field.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, let's go. Nothing wrong with that. And then in the next one,
Both have guns. This one is a nickel-plated double four.
yep. But
Oh, he needs to get off though. You want to see the whiz? Get me off this pole, and I'll come with you.
it's funny that one has more of a backstory.
Yeah, he's hanging. In my mind, he's hanging on the pole because he.
It was like punishment.
Yeah, the wizard fucked him over and stuck him up there.
But in this one, he's just normal ass scarecrow.
He's just so high he doesn't can't figure out how to get off the pole.
The latch is probably like right next to his hand.
Oh
He
shit!
just can't reach it.
This is trying to smoke my arm over here.
No wonder he can't reach it.
Well, he doesn't want a brain. He just wants someone to smoke with. So that's the problem. He's missing the brain.
Oh, he just wants some friends. That's all he's looking
true.
for. It's very deep.
Where touches you.
Yes. A lesser podcast could dig way deeper into some stuff in this album, but we will not do that because we don't go the cheap route. I don't know. I think this is at least top 2.
Oh,
of-
number
of
1
this.
with a bullet.
You think? I mean, so far for sure.
Oh, for I guess for the personally, I don't know, but for the standout, everlasting Juggalo, this was the one. This is the track.
Yeah, it's hard to argue. I think there's one coming up that I would argue is a little. It's right up there with it.
Just outside.
Just outside my top 1.
I looked this up on the setlist.fm. Isn't that the one where you look up?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I
You
was
have to stare at me lovingly.
I was making sure I had the right thing. I was wondering maybe he played this like in a set not Wizard of the Hood, but it said it's only been played once ever. So I was just curious. So I'm like, this is the single, if you will, off of it. I was curious maybe if they played it elsewhere one time or something, but
ironically, it's not the single.
you're right. But it feels like it.
Feels like it.
It's the one with the most plays on Spotify, so that means something.
Why is that?
Like I said, I think it's the one all the Juggalos gravitate towards. To me, it feels like the one everyone remembers.
It could be.
It's almost got 1 million more listens than anything else on the album.
It's all from me.
It's all from me.
And it's officially, I don't think we talked about this, it's officially Homies, the number 2 Smoke With.
And as you pointed out, I'll give you the credit, maybe a little nod to Overture 2 by Quincy Jones.
It's possible. 2 people on the track.
Maybe it was a Too Cool reference, because this is kind of the era where they're still around.
Too Cool.
From WPF.
I don't know about all that, but it's possible. Obviously, like you said, only been played once live. I don't know about historical lines, but it definitely has a spot in the culture, right?
Yeah, I think the song itself, not as much as last season we had Juggalo Family. Definitely all-timer. This one, I don't think it'd be in the top 10 or anything like that, but on the album, I think it stands out.
What do you think? What do you, at home, you listen to this song while you smoke with your homies? Do you want some homies to smoke with, or would you rather just sit in your step-parents' basement watching old Monday Night Raw and blazing by yourself?
Maybe, what do you think? Did the Scarecrow try smoking himself, or do you think he legit never did? Like, you think Jay caught him in a lie?
It's possible. Do you think Jay tried to jerk him off before he got off the pole?
Why would he do such a thing?
Because the first 2 songs, not you're the one who wrote jacking off on the notes.
I don't know why I put it on this track, but I guess it was to make me think.
Make you think.
They're very horny in the first iterations. Let's see if they still are in this one. This one is just weed, so they stuck to the script.
Yeah.
It's good.
Stuck to the script. Are we done, or am I going to start going through this and then you're going to come up with something else?
No, because we already discussed the differences between this and the original, so we're good to go.
All right.
Keep on rolling down that Yellow Brick Alleyway.
Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram, all Juggalo RWD. Listen to us wherever you want to. Search the old Juggalo Rewind, or go to the website and find a little icon over there, the click ski. I think I just added 1 or 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the little gimmick on the top where it fills in. I think we were missing 1 or 2. So
okay.
Just click that boy and follow us on all social medias, or listen wherever you get your podcasting. Mm-hmm. And then drop a little review, a little rate and review. Share with your friends. There's got to be someone out there who you know that doesn't listen. Why don't you change that?
Yeah, you got homies, right? The song's about homies. Send this to at least 1 homie, possibly 2, maybe 3. Let's get greedy. Let's keep spreading the word. Let me share it everywhere you can.
Yes, the more people that listen, the more fun we're going to have, the more fun things we're going to do.
Get yourself ready for that 5K come Halloween. Let's get it going.
That's going to be rough. JuggaloRewind.com, like we said, is the website. Email us, juggalorwd@gmail.com, or give us a phone call, 810-666-1570. You can tell us stories about you smoking with your homies, or anything about this era or CD or anything in general.
Yeah, anything you want.
If you have questions you want us to answer, you want us to jump off another topic, or you want us to jump off a bridge, fuck, I don't know, whatever you want us to do, leave us an email or a voicemail and we'll get to it maybe in the middle of the season, but probably at the very end, which is probably going to be a little bit. We're almost there.
Yeah, it's cruising.
You got anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, next week, we're going to do some thug wildin'. We're going to add another person, another character into the lore.
Crew is growing.
And that's it.
Hope you liked it.
So that's Chris, I'm Peter, and next week we'll go thug wildin' when we meet the Tin Man.
Tin Tizzy.
He's made of aluminum foil.
We're getting
way ahead of ourselves. Okay, we'll see you next week. Thug Wildin', Juggalo Rewind.
Come on, let's go.
All music played in this episode and in this entire season is owned by the respective publishers and copyright holders, and is reproduced for review purposes only under fair use.
Hope you liked it.